Hello everyone, we are Daniela Tancio, Maria Gabriela Mojica, Isabela Palini, and Victoria Juste, and today we're going to see a little bit of etiquette and protocol in Canada. Canada is the second largest country in the world, specifically located in North America, but despite its great size, it's one of the world's most sparsely populated countries. Canada is officially bilingual in English and French, and even though it has the United States as a neighbor, the differences between these countries are remarkable. In Canada, greetings are usually informal in social settings. In initial introductions, first names are generally used. Physical greetings will depend on one's sense of another person's comfort level. Hugs, backslaps, and nods may all be used to greet someone one knows well, not a stranger. Since Canada is a bilingual country, greetings may vary according to the degree of influence they have of each culture. A handshake is the common greeting between strangers. However, French Canadians may greet each other by lightly kissing both cheeks once, starting on the left.
Gender issues. Much progress has been made in the last few years, and many women are now found in very senior management positions. However, this is not so common. Despite spending equivalent time at a job, women are 60% less likely than men to move from middle management to executive ranks. Women visiting Canada on business will encounter few, if any, problems related to gender bias. Women are expected to behave in a professional and competent manner and will in return receive professional respect and be able to develop good working relationships. Great emphasis is placed on diversity, and a gender-blind approach by employers is not only a legal requirement but also an ethical one. Matters related to social business and hierarchy. Canada is usually considered a mostly egalitarian country in the tradition of other Western democracies, meaning respect for hierarchy is not considered a particularly important value in daily life. Most Canadians will dislike changing too much of their personality or their behavior to please others. It is important to mention that Canadian children are usually permitted to be outspoken from a young age, and may talk to adults, even teachers or parents, in the same casual way they do to friends. The same is mostly true for employer-employee relations. Maintaining a friendly workspace where everyone acts as if they're on the same level is exceedingly common in Canada these days. In Canadian society, senior citizens are usually given a higher degree of politeness and courtesy. There is also the case of authority figures such as police officers who will be given polite deference as well, though it should be noted that Canadian law grants individuals significant legal rights to question or disobey authorities whom they have reason to believe are acting improperly.
Canadians are very keen when it comes to punctuality, as it is part of the criteria that measures an employee's performance. Being late is considered very rude, and the person that's not on time is expected to apologize. However, even with a proper apology, most Canadians will not wait longer than 15 minutes, so if the person that's being late is taking more than that, the meeting would have to be rescheduled. In Canada, the dress code varies according to the region and the company. In big companies and in large cities, men are expected to wear suits and ties, and women are expected to wear suits or dresses. In smaller companies and in more rural areas, the dress code is a little bit more relaxed with a business casual style. However, even if we happen to find ourselves in a more relaxed area or company, there are still some clothing items that have to be avoided at all costs. Some of these clothing items are gym wear, shorts or excessively ripped jeans, hats and sunglasses, and flip-flops. In Canada, business meals tend to happen either at breakfast or at lunch. Dinner meetings are not that usual. It is very unusual for alcoholic beverages to be served during business meals, and when eating, the fork should always be held with the right hand. Unless you're using your knife, then you momentarily switch it to the left hand. Some other rules to take into consideration when attending a Canadian business meal is, first of all, never blow on anything. You should let your food cool down on its own. You should keep your elbows off the table at all times. You shouldn't put any belonging on the table, not even your cell phone. And when you're done eating, you should never push the plate away from you. In general terms, Canadians really value personal space, so that's why they have little to no touching when talking to each other and 1 meter of personal space. However, this could vary according to the region, as French Canada is known to be a little more tactile and outgoing. In Canada, eye contact is very important as it is a sign of interest and attention, and Canadians do not tend to gesticulate a lot when speaking.
Canada follows Western standards when it comes to taboo themes. The top three are politics, religion, and sex. Politics tend not to be discussed, even within family members or close friends. Religion is also a sensitive topic because, even though Canadians do not shy away from expressing their religious affiliations, they do not like to discuss religious views and values. It is not common at all to talk about sex in Canadian society, and it can actually be illegal depending on the context. This is why it may be considered the most taboo topic of the three. Other taboo topics for Canadians include opinions on the United States and American culture, opinions on French Canadians and their place in the country, and opinions on Aboriginal Canadians. Now, we will proceed to sum up what has been discussed during this presentation to have a concise list of the do's and don'ts of making business in Canada. 1. Practices depend on the region. Canadians usually identify strongly with their province. 2. Respect for opinions, equality, diversity, and justice rule the Canadian business world. 3. Make an appointment before a meeting. Punctuality is expected and valued. Beware of the differences between Anglophone and Francophone Canadians. Gift giving is not common. The dress code is usually formal. Table manners are continental. Communication is rather indirect and always polite, and business cards should be in both English and French.
So this is it. We hope you like it, and now you know a little bit more about etiquette and protocol in Canada. Thank you very much for watching.